people say that, how come you picked up a gun when you're such an ardent practitioner of yoga? But I'm saying that competitive shooting, I'm not I think,
Sharpshooter.
supporter of this gun business, but competitive shooting is actually so interlinked with yoga. It's entirely about managing your breath and your mental state, because picking up something and aiming and shooting, most people can do. What sets you apart is, are you able to control your mind and your breath?
Yeah.
So I've loved this journey. It's been 2 years, 3 years now. Absolutely love it.
Makes sense. I think it's a skill that should be taught in schools.
Yeah.
It's so hard to control your mind. I
Yeah.
meditate 10 minutes every day, but it is the hardest habit that I've ever had to build.
Yeah.
You said that previous day you would have had a fight. Do you fight with people? You're like the most calm person I've ever known
I think
in the last 40 years of my life.
no, I think everyone needs an outlet and is very human. So, yeah, we all have our moments
Yeah.
where we lose our control and our cool. So, but yeah, mental clarity. Yoga completely supports that.
Yeah. And what would be your advice in terms of, specifically in terms of yoga, if you have to advise someone like that who's always been sedentary, 60 years old or maybe 70 years old, and if they have to get started now, what's your most basic, simplistic advice for them?
I will say start where you are. So, one, go to a good teacher who has been teaching for a long time, a senior teacher who's been in the practice. And for example, if you're someone who struggles to sit on the ground, you obviously cannot start yoga with a mat spread out, because your body will not be able to sustain that practice. Start with sitting on a chair. Do things that your body allows to start with, and slowly you will see you'll progress from a chair to a mat. From a mat, you start with really simple movements and exercises just to mobilize your joints first. And then you start doing something a little more rigorous and complex. So, honestly, I think it's a marathon. There's no sprint here.
Yeah.
You need to just show up every day and do whatever you can that day.
Makes sense. And since you spoke about, cognitive health for your grandmother, have you seen any changes at all in terms of how her cognitive health has been? She's been able to retain it for most part. Have you seen any changes at all? And do you attribute exercise or yoga for it at all?
I think for her, I attribute three things to her cognitive health. One is daily meditation practice. She is militant about sitting in the morning, afternoon, and night before she sleeps to meditate. And when I say meditate, again, it's not a huge effort. She sits wherever she is. I could be chatting on the bed on the side, and she just zones out. She closes her eyes and 10 minutes, 15 minutes, that's it. But she always ensures she does it. The second thing is she reads a lot. She doesn't speak English, but she reads and writes Telugu. And even to date, her favorite thing to do is to read. So reading, I think, has been something that has stayed with her, and it keeps her sharp. It keeps her engaged mentally. And the third thing is community. My grandmom has a very large family, and a family she's very invested in. And I think we've all been lucky. She's also been lucky to be surrounded by family. I feel you age slowly when you're surrounded with love.
Yeah.
Now there's so much science to prove that
Right.
community
Of course.
matters for mental health,
Yeah.
right? So my grandmom has always been surrounded by people she loves, whether it's her grandkids, great grandkids. And I think that helps. Even today, she's the one who loves and enjoys a party the most. And sings the loudest in any party. So I think all of that helps.
If someone can do that at that
Yeah.
age, and I keep saying age, but of course she's just proving all of that wrong.
Yeah, and she has a gang of friends downstairs. She insists on going down. chatting with all of them in 2 different languages because they all speak English. She can't speak English,
Hmm.
but she still has a conversation with them. I don't know how.
Wow.
So I think zest for life.
Amazing. What's her name?
Bhanumati Devi.
So, would you want to put her longevity protocol in our cheat sheet, which we can let people download
I
from the
think I'll
description?
say Bhanumati's daily 4, which is her food habits, which she has sustained across 60, 70 years,
Mhm.
her daily movement practice.
Yeah.
I think her keeping her stress levels low, her mental commitment to pranayam or meditation, and for community.